What's up, family? It's your boy Isaiah from the Call Podcast. I'm just following up on my last video that I shot out to you guys about being called to the arena of family and also being called to evangelism. And as you bring those two together, of course, that means you're called to evangelize to your families. So when it comes to evangelizing to your families, one of the biggest challenges that you'll face and that I've experienced over the years is that you come across controlling and rebellious individuals. And so when you come across these individuals, of course, we want to figure out what are the specific things that the enemy is after. Why is this happening specifically? And what we can see and find out in scripture is that the enemy is after your inheritance, the promises that God has for your family. So I couldn't think of a better Bible personality to study than Jezebel when it comes to control. So we're going to do that right now. So let's go to 1 Kings chapter 21, verse 1, and we're going to read through 3. All right. And it came to pass after these things that Naboth the Jezreelite had a vineyard which was in Jezreel, hard by the palace of Ahab king of Samaria. And Ahab spoke unto Naboth, saying, Give me your vineyard, that I may have it for a garden of herbs, because it is near my house. And I will give thee for it a better vineyard than it. Or if it seem good to you, I will give you the worth of it in money. And Naboth said to Ahab, The Lord forbid it, that I should give the inheritance of my fathers unto you. Now let's jump down all the way to verse 7 through 10. And Jezebel, his wife, said unto him, Dost thou now govern the kingdom of Israel? This is after he decided not to give it to him, and Ahab came home looking depressed and sad. And Jezebel, his wife, said unto him, Dost thou now govern the kingdom of Israel? Arise and eat bread, and let your heart be merry. I will give you the vineyard of Naboth the Jezreelite. So she wrote letters in Ahab's name and sealed them with his seal, and sent the letters unto the elders and to the nobles that were in this city, dwelling with Naboth. And she wrote in the letters, saying, Proclaim a fast, and set Naboth on high among the people, and set two men, sons of Belial, before him, to bear witness against him, saying that thou didst blaspheme God and the king, and then carry him out and stone him, that he may die. So the first thing that we see that I want to bullet point to you guys is that Ahab was after Naboth's inheritance. This was something that his fathers handed down to him, and Ahab was lusting after his inheritance. And so the reason I say lust is because that's something I also want to pinpoint when it comes to a controlling spirit. Usually when you're dealing with somebody that operates like Jezebel, there is lust somewhere in the characteristics of their personality, or something that they kind of operate in. Next, we see in the story that Jezebel completely took control of the situation. When it came to him being sad and being depressed and feeling all down because he couldn't get what he wanted, which kind of reminds me of James. You lust after something you cannot have, and you pray and you desire to have it, but you pray amiss because it wasn't even for you. This is this man's inheritance. So you steal and you kill to get it. That's a whole nother side note. But coming back to Jezebel, she took control of the situation, and now she's taking his seal, the king's seal, to write this letter and stamping the letter with the seal, which is a complete undermining of the king's authority. This is something that was used to make decrees in this time, which is completely disrespectful. And so there's an undermining of authority that also comes with the person that operates in a Jezebel-like personality, or spirit, I should say. So we already have an inheritance that's being sought after that doesn't belong to somebody. We have a controlling spirit coming in to take over the whole situation. And then we have an undermining of authority that we see as well. And then this is a really big part. Anytime you see accusation, you see conspiring to basically bring somebody down, and the attacking of their character in order to do it, their credibility, most likely there's Jezebel in operation within that person. And it's really going to, at the end, try to kill or bring death to this person's character. And so that's just a list of a couple of the things, tactics and strategies that the enemy uses in a person that's able to be influenced by a Jezebel-like spirit. So hopefully this was a blessing to you. Hopefully you can pull from this and be able to discern between what you're dealing with when it comes to individuals that may be outside of your family or within your family that are operating this way and trying to steal the inheritance and the promises that God has for you. And that's what we're called to do, family. Discern between these different spirits. I pray that you're doing that, my friends. Until next time. Peace.